So what we're going to use today is some GT85, which is a water dispersant. What we're going to use here is some foaming chain cleaner. It's just an alternate option to using the more conventional sort of chain bath. So for the brush side of things is this little handy Revolution brush. It's got a couple of hard bristles on this side, some short ones on the other side, but more importantly it's got this serrated edge here which I can put into the cassette and pull out any bits of grass or weeds that are stuck in there, just to really give the drivetrain a good proper clean and scrub down. Okay, and to rinse all the degreaser off and the original sort of muck and stuff, we're going to use this little hose system. You yourself might want to jump outside into your garden and use your hose in your back garden if you have one. Otherwise, if you stay in flats in town and you need something like this, you can actually get these from any sort of good DIY store. So the lubrication that we're going to use today is a general use lube. The lighter lube like this one here doesn't hold as much dirt or anything, so it keeps your drivetrain a little bit cleaner. To clean the chain, first off we're going to get your foaming degreaser. The degreaser is going to clean off all that gunk that's on there, and we're just going to spray that onto the chain just as we're spinning the wheel there, and that's going to apply itself all the way along your chain. Once you've got it all the way around, there you go. So you can see there some of it's gone onto the cassette, some of it's gone onto the chain. In fact, the foaming degreaser is a little bit like sort of shaving foam, it just goes everywhere. So what we're going to do to make it work properly is just to change through all the gears and spread it all amongst the cassette at the back. That way we'll get the majority of the muck off. After you've left your degreaser on there for a few minutes just to sort of soak in and you spread it amongst all your gears, we're going to go in with our handy little Revolution tool here. Now there's not actually any grass on here, but if there was, I would be running this little serrated edge through the cassette here just while sort of turning, and that would be grabbing absolutely anything that's in there and cleaning it out for you. So take your hard bristle brush and place it against the chain, and as you're turning through the cranks, you're basically just going to clean all the gunk off the chain here as it turns. So we're going to use the longer bristle brush here just for the jockey wheels, and we just sort of push that in there as well, and that's going to clean any of the gunk that will be lying around the bearing case in there, and it also catches anything from the chain coming off as well. So now that we've got the worst of the grease sort of off there, we're just going to rinse it all down with our wee hose. Get the brush in there, give it a good wee scrub. Pretty much the same sort of technique as before, you know, give it a good pedal round whilst you've got the brush in the cassette, you know, against the chain, just collecting all the gunge there for you. We can spray the jockey wheels there as well. Again, get into the bearings and get all that gunk out. Spray some GT85 onto the chain now, just as a water dispersant. So again, turning through the cranks here. Now, at this point, if you have a mountain bike, say with disc brakes on, you're going to want to cover your disc brake rotor before doing this, just because this is a spray and it will get onto your rotor, which will then contaminate your brakes, and that is the very last thing that you want. So if you're going to be doing this on a mountain bike with disc brakes, then maybe pop a wee plastic bag over the rotor. So once we've sprayed this onto the chain here and it's gone all the way through, again what we're going to do is change the gears, again just to sort of spread it amongst all the cassette and stuff there. And that should help disperse some of the water away a wee bit quicker. Now, as you can see there, there's quite a thick coating of this on now, so what we will do is take a little bit of blue roll or an old rag or something that you have lying around just to soak up any of the excess. So I'm just going to hold that against the chain here, just as I slowly turn the cranks, and that's just going to pick up any excess gunk that's coming off there. It's now time to pop the lube onto the chain. Now usually I would recommend that you go for a lube with a drip on it rather than a spray lube. It's more aimed at mountain bikers there. Again, it just saves you getting the spray onto your disc brakes and contaminating them. So with the little drip, all you're doing is popping a drop onto each link of the chain as you turn it round. So you're just turning the cranks very slowly and just dropping a little bit of lubrication onto the chain as you're turning it there. After you've done that, we're just going to change through the gears once again, so a lot of similar steps throughout this process, and we're literally just changing through all the gears again just to spread the lubrication onto all the different cogs so that they're all working nice and smoothly. And once you've done that, so you're good to go riding.